All right, so what does this look like here? Barcode, right? Something at the grocery store. Well, that could record your vote. Some serious questions about this that our government reporter Joe Bruno is now looking into. And Joe, you also had some crazy updates about an off-color joke causing the elections chair to resign.
Yeah, the chair of the State Board of Elections resigned after he made an inappropriate joke involving cows and sex at a conference attended by hundreds. So he's out of a job. The State Board of Elections is in disarray as they face a crucial decision that will impact voters here in Mecklenburg County.
Does this barcode represent a vote for a Democrat or a Republican? Obviously, there's no way to tell by the eye, but depending on what the State Board of Elections decides, this is the way votes could be tabulated in Mecklenburg County. Former State Board of Elections counsel Josh Lawson tells me voting rights activists have expressed security and integrity concerns.
I think that advocacy groups would tell you that there's a concern about whether voters do or would trust that the barcode is in fact the name that they selected.
Before the barcode is produced, voters would make their choice by touchscreen. The other two voting systems require hand-marked paper ballots. That would be a major switch for Mecklenburg County. People have been voting electronically for 25 years.
There won't be a winter break this year.
State law requires Mecklenburg County to have new voting equipment for the 2020 races. Mecklenburg Board of Elections Director Michael Dickerson says time is ticking. There's a short window for training and testing before the 2019 elections are over and when the ballots for the 2020 races have to go out.
Right after the election, it makes December, January kind of crazy around here. We'll have to make sure we train everybody and have everybody ready to go.
So now there are only 4 members of the State Board of Elections. The concern now is there's potentially going to be a stalemate as they try to pick one of these vendors. John.
Yeah, Joe, we should mention this. There's been a lot of turnover recently with the board.
Yeah, Bob Cordell is the 3rd chair of the State Board of Elections to resign in the past 8 months. Governor Roy Cooper will appoint his replacement, but there's no timeline for when that will happen. John.
All right, Joe Bruno live for us. Thank you.